A very good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to Social Studies Geography online class. Second chapter, the ideas of development. In the previous class, we have discussed about different people have different developmental goals, income and other criteria, and how to compare different countries or states. Once again, revise our previous class. Development may be different for different people. How do we get connectivity of word development here? Different people have different developmental goals. For example, landless rural labor need more days of work and better wages. And prosperous farmer need higher support prices for their crops and cheap laborers and should be able to settle their children abroad. Yes. Next, a rural woman from land owning family. So they need loan should be available with reasonable rate of interest, government schools with no fees for their children and good transport system. So different people have different developmental goals. You will notice one common thing, what most people desire are regular work, better wages and decent price for their crops. In other words, they want more income. Besides seeking more income, people also seek things like equal treatment, freedom, security and respect from others. All these are important goals. How to compare different countries or states? For comparing countries, their income is considered to be one of the most important attributes. Countries with higher income are more developed than countries with lower income. So, this is done based on the understanding that more income means more access to things that human beings need to fulfill their basic requirements. So whatever people like and should have, they will be able to get with greater income. So greater income itself is considered to be one important goal. So what is the income of a country? The income of the country is total of the income of all the residents of the country. So this gives us the total income of the country. So this is per capita income. We compare the average income, which is total income of the country divided by total population. The average income is also called per capita income. Per capita income means the average income, total income of the country divided by total population. So this criteria is used in the World Development Report. Which countries with per capita income of US dollars 12,055 and above for annual in 2007 are called high income countries. Those with per capita income US dollars 995 or less per annual in 2017 are called low income countries. Rich income countries and poor income countries. Income and other criteria. In the previous class, we have discussed income and other criteria. So, let us examine this through an example. Table number 3, page number 20. Gives the per capita income of Haryana, Himachal Pradesh and Bihar. We find that out of the three, Haryana has the highest per capita income and Bihar is at the bottom. This means that on an average, a person in Haryana earned 2.15 lakhs in 1 year, whereas on an average, a person in Bihar would earn only around 0.66 lakhs. So, if the per capita income were to be used as the measure of development, Haryana would be considered the most developed and Bihar the least developed state of the three. In the previous class, we have discussed country A and country B. What is the country access criteria whether a country developed or not developed? World Bank has given the statistics of per capita income. Now let us see if you see an example of our country. For example, income of the state Haryana. Haryana's per capita income is 78,000 and the per capita income of Himachal Pradesh is 74,000. When it comes to Bihar is 25,000. So as per the calculation of the World Bank can simply judge Haryana stand to the first place when compared to Bihar and compared to any other state in our country. So now let us take other criteria to access it. As I told you, the infant mortality rate, IMR, infant mortality rate. In infant mortality rate in Haryana is 33, where it comes to Himachal Pradesh 25, and when it comes to Bihar 38. So here we have understand the criteria that a country which is a state which is well developed and which is having highest per capita income, why the children of age less than 5 years, that is infant mortality rate is very less here. Like Bihar is very high, but when it comes here it is very less. Why? They are able to provide better hospital for them. At the same time, when we see from Haryana, it is better than Himachal Pradesh. So imagine only 25 children dying out of every 1,000 people. So how do you get that criteria? Here it is the highest income state when compared to Himachal Pradesh. Highest income state Haryana when compared to Himachal Pradesh. So Himachal Pradesh is addressing the issue very clearly. They provided the better hospital facilities for them to make sure all the criteria, all the citizens are getting a better care for them. That is the reason why the Himachal Pradesh, the infant mortality rate is very less compared to Haryana. At the same time, Bihar. So per capita income is less. So the public facilities also less. Per capita Bihar per capita income also less. And public facilities also less. So this is the reason why infant mortality rate highest in Bihar. Now coming to the literacy rate. As per general expectations, where a country have highest income, generally we have the literacy rate also highest. But in Haryana, it is only 77%, but when it's come to Himachal Pradesh, it is 84%. It is nearly 7% more than Haryana state literacy rate. And Bihar, it is only 64 at lowest for its per capita income. Understand children? Haryana, it is only 77%, but it comes to the Himachal Pradesh 84%. It is nearly 7% more than Haryana state literacy rate. Bihar, it is only 64, at lowest per its per capita income. In this case, Himachal Pradesh, how do we expect high literacy rate? Himachal Pradesh, how do we expect here literacy rate is higher than the most highest per capita income region like Haryana. Understand, children? Himachal Pradesh, here Himachal Pradesh, how do we expect the literacy rate is higher than most highest per capita income region Haryana? So here again the issue is Himachal Pradesh government concentrated on the citizens and provided welfare city hospitals. They are provided hospitals and schools and PDS. PDS means public distribution system, public distribution system, and made ensure everybody is better equipped with that facilities. And coming to the attendance ratio, of the students attending the school with less than 15 years. It is high in Himachal Pradesh 67, but in Haryana it is 61 and Bihar it is 43. So it is clear that only money can't fetch you everything. We are neglecting the per capita income. We consider the per capita income also with the other criteria here. Life expectancy, literacy rate, infant mortality rate, everything should be addressed. Then only we can come to a conclusion that whether a country developed or not developed. This we can be quoted in a simple words that prefixing the human development is nothing but human to development. It is very clear a statement, understood it clearly. Prefixing human to development. So human development is one of the best criteria to access whether a country developed or not developed. HDI stands for Human Development Index. Human Development Report published by United Nations Development Program compares countries based on the educational attainments of the people, their health status and per capita income. So, we shall discuss an example of Himachal Pradesh. Let us closely at what has come to be called the schooling revolution in Himachal Pradesh. So, at the time of independence, like most other states in India, Himachal Pradesh had very low levels of education, being a hilly region with low density of population in many villages. Spread of schools, particularly to the rural areas, appear to be a big challenge. So, however, both the government of Himachal Pradesh and the people of the state were keen on access to better education. How to translate this aspiration to reality for all the children? So, the government started schools and made sure that education was largely free or cost very little for parents. So further it tried to ensure that these schools had at least the minimum facilities like teachers, classrooms, toilets, drinking water facilities, etc. So, as the years went by, these all facilities were improved and expanded. more schools were opened and teachers were appointed so that many more children could study easily. So Himachal Pradesh has the distinction of one of the highest spending for the government budget on education of each and every child. Understand, children? Himachal Pradesh has the distinction of one of the highest spending from the government budget on education of each and every child. So, in the year 2005, the average spending of education by the government in Indian state was 1049 per child and each and every child. On the other hand, Himachal Pradesh was spending 2005 rupees per child. Understand, children? So, central government in 2005, Indian state was spending each and every child rupees 1049 and Himachal Pradesh was spending 2005 rupees per child. Next, the high priority on education paid off. Students in Himachal Pradesh come to school enthusiastically. So the attendance rate was very high in primary classes but also among older children. Next, in Himachal Pradesh, in many parts of the country, girls' education is still given less priority by the parents as compared to boys' education. While government may study for few years, they may not complete their schooling. A welcome trend in Himachal Pradesh is lower gender bias. Gender bias means discrimination on women. Next, Himachal Pradesh. One may wonder why the gender bias is less in Himachal Pradesh as compared to other states. Child mortality. Children dying with a few years of birth in Himachal Pradesh is lower for girls than for boys. It contrasts to most other states. So one major consideration is that many Himachali women are themselves employed outside the home. Next, women who work outside the homes are economically independent and self-confident. Another one, it has been seen that Himachali women have comparatively high involved in social life and village politics. So active Mahila Mandals can be found in many villages. So understand, children, there has been greater development in schooling and spread of education in Himachal Pradesh than India's as whole. Though there is still difference in the average levels of education among boys and girls, that is across genders, there has been some progress towards greater equality in the recent years. Children, hope you all understood the topic, the ideas of development. Thank you.